to our Be Actors movie game.
I love this game. This is one of my favorite video series.
You said that already.
I know, but I'm really excited about this.
Basically, it's a B/supporting actor. He picks an actor, I pick an actor. We do a brief summary of what they've done, and then we ask you to pick.
Let me do it. Watch. Mark Dacascos, ladies and gentlemen.
Who?
Okay, not Mark Dacascos.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'm going to go with Michael Ironside.
Okay, I'm going to go with James Remar.
James Remar, man, that's awesome. Love James Remar.
Okay, why don't you explain who Michael Ironside is?
Okay, Michael Ironside. He doesn't do as much work now. When he does, it's not his best work. But early in the 80s, he started off, or at least the film that brought him to the forefront of the public eye, was a movie called Scanners. Remember Scanners?
No, I don't.
Dude, the classic, legendary scene where, the guy's looking at the television camera and Michael Ironside makes the guy's head explode.
I never saw Scanners.
Okay, well, at any rate, he was in the first Scanners movie. He was the bad guy. And then from there, he did more television. He's done a whole lot of work. His IMDb profile credits him at, I think, about 250 or 260 credits between TV and film. Somewhere along the way, I think it was 86 or 87, he did Extreme Prejudice, where he was posing as a good guy, turned out to be a bad guy, and he was killed by his own crew. Remember him in Extreme Prejudice? Clancy Brown and
Maybe.
Nick Nolte? Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Did a bunch of other work. Probably his most famous role came as the right-hand man, the henchman to Ronnie Cox in Total Recall, Richter, up against, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
You're going to bring up Top Gun?
I'm going to bring up Top Gun in a second. But I loved Richter in Total Recall, man. Yeah, it was great. Remember, the guy's, he's shooting at the deal. No, you crack the dome. The other guy, not.
What part of brief do you not get?
It's Michael Ironside, man. He was in Top Gun, so I never saw Top Gun, admittedly. So
now that's a tragedy.
I know it's one of the greatest films of all time, and I haven't seen.
Say that, but it is good.
Yeah. So Michael Ironside, I know he did Starship Troopers. He's done a slew of other work, okay, but those are some of his most hold on, let me check his IMDb.
You already said enough.
Yeah, I know. Hold on a second here. Did you ever see the Thunderground? No, The Hitchhiker.
Okay, that's great.
Blues Brothers.
All right, so mine is James Remar. You've said enough.
Okay, fine.
Jesus, you're gonna lose anyway. James Remar. Probably one of the biggest films he was known for was his second film, which is The Warriors. He played Ajax, the hothead.
Yeah.
And then obviously he did another role. He was in 48 Hours. He was the head bad guy.
Yeah.
He's done a lot of stuff, and I'm going to keep it brief. Did like an episode of Walker, Texas Ranger. In the later part of his years, he stuck to more almost like smaller roles. He's done a lot of stuff in the DC universe in the animated side of things. Has done Harvey Dent, Two-Face, has done I forgot the other one he did, but he's done a lot. And just to me, an all-around great actor. Can be a really good bad guy, can be a supporting role.
Yeah.
It's his range is really all over the place.
I saw him in a film. It was an HBO production, small production. I think it was the early 90s. It was called Deadlock. And it had Rutger Hauer, Joan Shen, Mimi Rogers, and him. And of course, in this case, he excels at playing the bad guy. And I remember him very vividly as a kid. I thought, man, this guy's a great scumbag.
He always plays Seaball. He was in another movie, I think it was called The Girl Next Door, where he was supposed to be like the Hugh Hefner. Yeah. So he played like a rich kind of sleazeball. But then at the end, he showed I guess he kind of would say he had a heart, almost. Still a little different film, but like I said, he's done a lot of voice acting work. He's still acting to this day. I don't think he has quite as much as Michael Ironside does, but he's pretty up there.
Right. I know we keep it brief, but I'm very excited about this series. I as Jack knows, a lot of my friends know, I'm really into the lesser known actors, character actors, call them what you will, B actors sometimes, supporting players, and this is a big thing for me. So I really enjoy talking about it. Ironside versus James Remar, man.
Who would have thought?
Yeah.
We see that you enjoy it and you're watching it. Give us some feedback. Who would you pick out of these two? And like I said, this has spawned into something more. We're doing different things,
Right.
Squaring off, like DC against Marvel and fictional characters, things like that. But this is kind of where it started, and we see that there's obviously an interest. We just need some more fan interaction.
I adore one fan who continues to carry the torch for this series. I appreciate it, Michael.
Yes,
I
thank
know.
you.
I'm very certain which way you're going to lean on this one, but I've got to throw my dice, and I think Ironside, based on Scanners, Total Recall, you gotta hold, for this guy.
Sorry,
Yeah,
Mike, you know who to pick.
I know.
Just
Yeah,
pick
I'm gonna
him,
lose this one.
and we're all happy. That way I can at least win a couple here because I've been losing. But anyway, you got any suggestions of who you'd like us to grab?
Right.
And we're not just going to do supporting actors too. This is sort of the main thing that we do, but we're also talking about lead actors who had a better career as far as that. So if you got any suggestions, let us know. And of course, make your selection out of these two, and we'll see you in another one.
We'll see you in the store.